Hello, how is it going, everybody? Hopefully you can hear me. It looks like I think you can. And yeah, I forgot I did start this early because it's the music. It was about to drop, so I was like, okay, we should start the stream. So how's it going? Let me know. Make sure you can hear me above the music and that like my voice is definitely louder than music. That's always the main goal that I have. But I mess with it every single time, so I never kind of know if that's what's going to happen or not. But welcome to my stream. So this is mainly going to be like a co-working kind of stream. So this means that I'll just kind of be working on the project. I am going to be reviewing PRs. That wasn't the primary goal when I set up the stream last night, but I woke up this morning and there are 4 PRs. I think, are they all? So there's 3 new ones and one that was already there. So, hey Robert, how's it going? Hey Danny, Omar, and Nanin. Nice to see you all. Glad that you could join this morning. I typically never stream at this time because I'm always working, but I don't have work today, so because of that, I was like, hey, might as well stream. So let me get the project first running on my computer. Hey Prathamesh, nice to see you. So I have my Hacktoberfest shirt on again. I'm probably gonna wear this like literally every stream of Hacktoberfest, cause why not? And then I also have my gigantic mug that I have from Oktoberfest. And it's just filled with water because this would be impractical to fill with like coffee. And I'm not going to drink on stream. Okay, so I think there's a bug in the app. I'm not 100% sure, but it's kind of been the behavior I've seen. I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but I think part of it is kind of because I switch branches all the time. So let me switch to my screen. And when I need to set up my stream deck again to make this kind of easier, because it's kind of not. Okay, checking all the analytics again. Hopefully we're good. Looks like we're good. Okay. So on stream is just the normal, like what the app looks like. So if anybody's watching that doesn't know, Hacktoberfest is a like open source, like commit to open source kind of event for the entire month of October. So other people can come in and commit to this project. So this is now kicking off the second week, if you forget that yesterday was Sunday. And we have had 21 people contribute, which is absolutely insane. So you can see that on the actual contributors here, or this little, these are called like badges. And I added all of these so that like somebody can kind of know the project is active. They're all kind of mostly hard-coded, I think. I'm not sure about build passing, if I actually connected that to anything. But yeah, the last commit shows you when the last commit was. It was today. We have 21 contributors. And then it says first timers only friendly. So this means that anybody who is brand new to open source or iOS development can join as well, of course. But also that like I have a label called first timers only. So then that is issues that should be reserved specifically for people who have not committed to the project before. Okay, so let's see. First thing, we're just doing co-working, so I don't know how much I'll be talking because I always talk throughout the streams, and I didn't really set up a timer of any kind. So first thing I typically do in the morning is I will go through all of these notifications and look at, so I deleted all the ones that were notified of PRs. I just go through all of them for like, these are people commenting on issues. So I'll usually just go through these. Okay, so somebody wants me to assign this bug. Sometimes I respond, other times I just do thumbs up. It kind of just depends on what I feel like writing. So there we go. We assigned that person this issue. So we had another cannot run project. And so I've seen this now a couple of times, maybe. So if we go to the discussions, yeah, we have cannot run project. Also, if you're working on this, you should go here and upvote the fix new project and new issues one so that other people see it. Because discussions is kind of the best place to see what is actually going on the project, other than following me on social media, because I post there as well. But going through and like going to discussions would be, I think, the top like place to see everything. I'm also gonna run my stream on my other iPad to see what it looks like, it sounds like. Okay, so let's look at this. It looks good. Okay, says they followed instructions on getting started, but they don't have a paid Apple development account, so they're getting this error. I don't believe this is related to being a paid Apple developer, because you can see this says my company, which means that they didn't fill in any other word here. But this is one of those things that I like can't really ever check because I do have a paid Apple developer account. Can you change the model ID and just your name rather than the my company part? Yeah, because here, this is still just a warning. I was wondering how this was gonna end up happening because... So one thing I found is because I run, I'm using sign in with Apple, it, I think it does some weird things as well. So it looks like here, like people cannot run the macOS because, what does that say? Does not support sign in with Apple. But the warning is just for iOS. So let's see what they say to that and if that changes anything. Hey, how's it going? First time catching the stream. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Ilya? I'm not sure. It's for one, the font's really small, and also I try to pronounce everybody's name correctly if I can, so let me know. But also, I'm just not good at pronouncing names that I just don't previously know how to pronounce. Okay, here we go. Somebody took on this task. So I created a new task. It's here called Real-Time Alert System. So it's Ilyas, but Ilya is easier. Am I pronouncing either of those correctly? Well, let me know. But yeah, somebody is taking on this task. This is kind of a bigger task, and I wasn't sure who was going to be taking it on because I specifically did label this one not for beginners. So it's not labeled good first issue or like first timers because it's kind of big, and I want somebody to also even break this up. Break this up into multiple tasks too, or multiple PRs. Yes. What is DW? Do I not know what that means? I think my brain is like not functioning right now. Let's see. What's... Oh, don't worry. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. So what I found on the internet was don't worry. That makes sense in the context. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Because some people do care, and I try to pronounce names correctly if I can. Yanamal, welcome. Sneaking a peek while working. You know you said beginners are welcome, but this feels very scary. It is very scary. But that is why beginners are welcome, is because until you do it, you won't ever do it. So this is how you would get started. You would just have to do it and start. So I wrote all the instructions, so hopefully you can figure it out, but also there are several other beginners that are working on this as well, so you're not alone. But you can also message me on social media if you have questions based on just like how, what do you call it? After you like read through the README of the contributing, if you still have questions, you can then DM me. But it is scary. But it's one of those, you just like, it's like public speaking. You can't really ever emulate it. You just kind of you have to do it to figure out if you can do it. So yeah, this real-time alert system, this is a bigger task, and it looks like down here, Omar says he wants to do it, which Omar, you're in chat right now. So you got this, but also be sure, please, to break up the PR into 2 different PRs. So instead of, when you make the PR, it says closes issue number. Instead of writing the word closes, write progress, because that will make sure that it doesn't automatically close the issue when you submit the first PR. But also, if you don't write that, I will change it for you so that that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is a bigger issue where like you can have this, here's my lovely sketch that I wrote, so that you can have this little bottom sheet come up, so you can make it at medium or large detents, which means you could make it like a normal bottom sheet kind of thing, but also you could make it bigger if you wanted. And then you have this little icon, that smiley face is supposed to be the emoji, I'm not sure if I ever said that. We have title, body, and then action text. And then this will be, it's similar to this YouTube video that's linked here, and it is basically like a real-time alert system. So I could upload some kind of data into here, and then somebody could, I can upload data here, write something, and then like change a boolean to on or off, and then suddenly everybody would be able to get this like alert message. And then I need to make a separate issue that was going to be related to tracking analytics for this as well. I don't think I put it in this PR, but I tried to explain this as best I can. So Omar, you got this. You did great on the quick actions. That was so fast, and thank you for merging so many PRs too. But yeah, so that's what this task is, and I'm excited to see that get done. Hey, how's it going? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Anoop? Let me know, because I try to pronounce people's names correctly, if I can. Okay, improve, add a progress view. Aaron, you got this. Okay, actually, Aaron has already... I believe Aaron has closed a PR before. And I labeled this... No, okay, just kidding. I did not label this first timers only, so that's okay then. I was gonna say I labeled this first timers only, but no, this was good first issue. So good first issue is also for beginners, but First timers only is very specifically only for beginners, whereas good first issue is also like, hey, look at this one. Beginners can do this one, but it's not like reserved only for first timers. Is kind of like how I'm separating them. Awesome, got your name right. Great. And dope hat. Yes, thank you. My profile picture everywhere is a unicorn, so I got a hat that has a unicorn on it. Are you using Firebase real-time database? I am not. I thought about doing that, but actually for this one, I decided to still just instead use the Firestore, which actually, because of that, I added packages. What packages did I just add? Hang on, I wrote this down. If we look at this commit, okay, I did add Firebase database and database Swift, remote config, and storage. Okay, I could take out some of those. I might do that. So Omar, if you're watching, if you already synced your branch and started doing stuff, you may want to do this again. I'm gonna do that really quick, is actually remove, oh, which one? Firebase database, delete, Firebase database Swift, delete that one, build, Firebase database and Firebase okay, so committed that and push. So if somebody started working on this, they may want to stop. Or, ooh, I should have maybe waited doing that before. So that's one thing. I should have probably waited to do that before I merge these PRs, because all of those happened last night after I created this, so oh well. We will see. Okay. When the data is being fetched, okay, I already assigned Aaron that one. Hey, Johnstone, can you create an issue where a crash occurs when a just added vehicle is deleted? I believe, is that one covered? Because I believe I knew that one exists. But if not, Johnstone, you are welcome to make issues as well. So create new issue, and then click on bug report and describe what that issue is. You are fully welcome to go and do that yourself as well. But I believe did I file that one already? Let's see, we have edit, error handling when create. Okay, all of these are taken, but okay, I don't see it. But I would say go ahead and file that one yourself as well. How many assignees do we have on nobody? We have 7. Okay, so they're not all taken yet. Okay, notifications, multiple assignees. Okay, Firebase Analytics. Okay, I've seen this issue now. You'll file it today. Awesome. Doing live PR review. Hey, a swiftly tilting planet. Do you want me to say your actual name? Because I do know what your name is. Or say your channel name. But yes, I will be doing PR reviews live. My last live stream was doing a PR review live. This time it's more co-working, but because I did get new PRs come in, I'm gonna go through them. But at the moment, I'm just going through all my notifications. I have like 12 notifications that I woke up to for this repo. Okay, so this was somebody else. Does anybody in chat at the moment not have a paid developer account? So you only have a free account? If you do, I want to know how this works for you. But I think everybody who's in chat almost everybody has actually contributed to the project, which thank you for joining the chat and then also doing this, joining the chat or live stream, but then also like working on my project as well. Omar, you do not have a paid Apple developer account. Okay, so you've been able to commit to the project then. So I'm wondering what the issue is that other people are having. So somebody else tried to run the project, but this issue persists. This one, they definitely still need to follow the instructions because you can clearly see here that they did not fill in ABC123. And this still says my company. Okay, free Apple developer account doesn't have a team ID. Building for iOS. Okay, so Omar, if you've been able to figure this out and you do not have a paid developer account, I'm wondering then what other people are running into. Because basically all I need is confirmation that one person is able to do this, because I can't replicate this kind of setup because I do have a paid account. But if you're able to do this, I wonder what other people then are running into. If you want, you can definitely go and comment on the discussion. One person put it in a discussion, the other one, this is on a task. Let's see. Let's see. Change the bundle ID, but leave the company, the development team blank. Okay, let's see what that person says to that. We can still run it on the simulator. Okay, that's what I thought. And I'm pretty sure at the moment... Ooh, so that limits... I was planning on doing... or thinking of doing one task that would do like object capture or something. So you could do like object capture and capture your whole vehicle and then view it like in the app, just like as a for fun thing. But if nobody can run on device, then that would be an issue. Okay, so 2 people commented on this one. Man, this is one of the new ones. You all are so fast. Okay, so 2 people wanted to work on this. I'm going to assign the first person who comments. So okay. And I'm writing down on a piece of paper. I'm gonna try to put, what do you call those? Timestamps back in the video after the stream ends. Are those all my notifications? Am I done? Yay, finally done. And that took... Okay, who has wanted to take this one? Okay, then I can also see over here, like, if there is comments and nobody's assigned to it. I can see maybe I missed one of these. I don't think I did. This one I think I just did. Oh. Okay, I need to assign this one. Go back to issues, assigned to nobody. And those are probably still fine. Okay, so we've gone through all of notifications. It only took a half hour. Now, let's go through the PRs. So this one is a GitHub action kind of PR. So the hard thing about this is I can't really test it. We just have to kind of run it and see if it works. Okay, to make a CI job faster by caching derived data folder along with the build folder. Test out my fork, please link for the difference. Okay. So they are getting 7 minutes on build time and then 5 minutes. I've been getting 5 minutes, so let's see what they're... Okay, so this is kind of only tested once, so I wonder how this will then go. Not squash it merge. Can we run this manually? Ooh, yeah. So this is gonna be one that literally we can only test. We can only test by merging it. Which is kind of annoying, but... it's what has to happen. What have I been getting on runtime? So if we do deploy documentation, I've already been getting 6, 5, 9, 7, 4 minutes. Let's see. To delete cache. Okay, so this uses cache. Okay, here we go, because we cannot test this, so we just have to merge it to see what happens. Okay, so this is merge. This issue should look... this issue should have closed. Okay, let's see what happens. Actually, we're not going to wait for this. This will take like a minute. SwiftLint is super speedy because it's really small. But deploy documentation takes a minute because it has to build the documentation. While that is running, let's just open a new tab for looking at other PRs. Okay, update for German. Oh, I didn't know what that word means. Accepted German language is why I did not translate them, but left as they are. A good example for this is dashboard. So with that, there is a setting, I believe, on the localization. You can either fill it in as, so if we look at dashboard, So dashboard's translated then in German. Okay, dashboard is dashboard. Okay, so that, if we just copy and paste it, I think that just means that then it's fine. Okay, so we can also see link to maintainer account. So this, I would have expected this would have already been there. This already ran SwiftLint. That's weird. Actually, no, it should have ran up here. That makes sense. Just kidding. But localized string resource. Okay, yeah, so they made this into a localized string resource, which is correct. So this created several SwiftLint warnings, which is kind of expected, but I might just then write a rule to ignore those. Yeah, I would have expected this to already have been in there. No, just kidding. The comment I would have expected to have already been in there. Okay, it is. It's the comma, just kidding. Okay, then that's the localization. And I can, even though I can't read German, obviously, but I can see that this is DE, which is for the translation. And then I can see like the only things that have been changing are just the ones that are for DE, and then these comments, which is enough. Like, I could look at this and like Google it, double check that it's right, but I'm sure it probably is. Some of them I do, but it just depends. These all look good though. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that one is good. So we can squash and merge this one. So far, these have been easy PRs, thankfully. So let's get pull, and then I want to fix the SwiftLint warning. Ooh, look at that. German now has a check mark by it. Because German has been translated. Okay, so how do I want to fix these? So this can go on a new line, and okay, I usually never like when it's broken up like this, but I think I'm gonna do that. Does that fix the line length? It should, I think, yeah. So those, there we go, fix those 3 warnings. Git commit, fix SwiftLint warnings. Okay, we have new notifications. Oh, so deploy documentation. Canceling. I think it canceled probably because I kicked something else off. Yeah, because this one was running, but then I just kicked something else off so that now it's started again. SwiftLint runs super quickly. There, it takes 24 seconds. What do we had PRs open? Yeah. Okay, so this one is interesting. I want to see, how did this person implement this one? Oh, look at that. They have an app called Road Trippin'. That's funny. Oh, and look at this. Was that German? I can't tell. I don't know language. But, it's funny. Look at this. That's not German. I can't tell. But have their app is translated into a different language, which is cool to see. Okay, so they had settings open, they closed the app, go to open it again, and settings is still open, which is the expected behavior. Awesome. Okay, let's look at this PR. Okay, so that's funny. I didn't realize that this would literally be a one-line change. Let's see. Check out, what is number is this? 115. Man, if all PRs were this small, that would be great. That's pretty German. What is pretty German? Or you're saying that it is pretty German, like as in it looks German. Oh yeah, so look at this. So this showed up as blank on the first run. We switched to settings. Now the vehicle's filled in. Now I go back to dashboard. Now it fills in. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it might be what this user is signed in. Which is in the authentication. And this sign in happens when authentication view model is initiated or created. Those should all be previews. Okay, so this happens when the app is created. There's no other earlier step other than if we move some of this into the app delegate that this could be created sooner. So I don't know what this is about. Well, I'll have to look into that. But okay, let's switch to settings. Stop the app. Close it, open it again. And there we go, we're still in settings. And that's it, that's what we needed. If we go to dashboard, close it, open it. Now it's dashboard. Yeah, look at that. Now it's blank. Okay, so that is settings. Okay, so it is German. Cool. I don't know language, and I never took German, so, like, I can guess it's German, but I have no idea in reality. Okay, so that looks good. Okay. Great work. Oh, I would have wanted to change. No, it's a fine title. I was gonna maybe change it, but it's fine. Okay, why is that not auto closing? It should. Closes feature 111. Why did that not close? What was the other one that I've merged? What else didn't close correctly? Do we need the app main actor for the view? Which view are you talking about? Okay, maybe these are just delayed. The other two worked. Let's see, did that workflow ever finish? It's still deploying. Oh wow, somebody made a PR 3 minutes ago. That's so funny. Ooh, and they translated it. What? Anybody know what language this is? Because I do not. So, Omar, yes. Okay, so main tab view, the reason that there is a app main actor on that one is because authentication view model, I think. Yes, it's because authentication view model, somebody put main actor here. I think the reason for that is sign in, register, is because this one has a main actor on it. So technically to take a main actor off of it, you have to take it off of a couple other places. I'm not terribly familiar with, what do you call it, with concurrency for if that's super correct or not. I know that it does, hang on. Can't talk while I'm doing this. Okay. So because of that, because we're changing something on the main thread. Technically, you could wrap some of that in like dispatch main async. Yeah, the queue. But somebody did it. They just put main actor on it. But then that requires putting main actor on everything that uses that. So technically, you could take it off. But it's kind of up to you if you want to do that. I would say don't mess with it because your feature that you're working on now is already pretty big. So just leave it. I know a friend wanted to work on some more concurrency kind of stuff within the app. So I might message him, see if he actually wants to go about continually doing that and go through it all. But I would say just leave it for right now. It is check. Oh, okay. Yes, because I believe then that was probably the same person who did this localization. If they went through and also translated this one, which makes sense. Okay, so. No, actually, was that a different person? Maybe, we'll see. So. Was add vehicle. So I'm seeing like they had add vehicle, they added the navigation title. That's all this issue was because I made this purposefully very small. But if it's already been translated, I wonder if add vehicle was already in. Oh, it was already translated. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna just merge this. Not even test this one because I'm almost certain it works. And I am going to change this one. Okay, here we go. Let's approve and run. which I believe should only run Swift lint. Okay, I was like, did that run in like 1 second? No. Now it's running. Views run by default on the main thread, so it should not be there. If you remove it, there is an error. I would say, Omar, create a separate issue if you want to tackle that separately, because just the issue you're working on is really big, and I don't want to have to be looking through all this concurrency stuff while also going through the issue that you're going to be working on. Update comment. What was the update comment? Was it this? Navigation title for add vehicle view. So, ooh, one thing about this one, if we do GCO PR, so I said this, I was almost certain this would work, but actually, looking at this again, if we build this, I think that they may have never built this. They had to have, though. They took screenshots, because I would expect to see this change in the localization file, too. Let's see, does my project say? Yeah, see, look at that. My project now says, if you run git diff, instead of label to add a vehicle, there's also now line break navigation title for add vehicle view. So did that just combine them? So then technically now there's two? Label to add a vehicle, navigation title for add vehicle view. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Is it Nicolo? We've met. I know who you are. Thank you. Thank you for joining my stream and subscribing. Okay, I'm trying to think on... So, like, see, this would mean that they didn't run or build the project or something, because they would have had more than just this be the change that would happen in the project. Because if we then do git... If we do git reset, this is what I checked out. Add vehicle just has label to add a vehicle. But then now... there is this. So if we search add vehicle, let's see what happens. Like literally search it with quotes. Yeah, we have label to add a vehicle and then navigation title for add vehicle. So apparently it does not separate it, but it does make a comment that also has a new line. But yeah, this would mean that somebody didn't run the project. Yes, we met at DubDub. Yes, that's what I thought so. I was like, hang on. I was like, I know this name. But how's it going? Thanks for joining. We're working on reviewing a PR. Thankfully, oh my gosh. Thankfully, all the PRs reviewed that I've done today have been like one-liners, which, perfect. If all PRs were like that, that'd be great. But, yeah, I'm viewing very small PRs right now, which is nice. So yeah, I guess... maybe I need to write that in the description of the task, that you need to build the app. Because from what I can tell here, because they took a screenshot, I'm guessing running it doesn't. Let's try that. Let's just run this and see what happens. So if we go to settings, add vehicle. Oh, there we go. Okay, so add vehicle is here. Stop the project, let's do git status. Okay, no, it changed it for mine, so I don't know how that's possible. Weird. I'm gonna merge it, build it, and then probably have to commit again, but... which is funny, I keep messing up the we're waiting for a workflow to finish. Ooh, there we go. Deploy documentation. Okay, I did finish. Took 6 minutes. Let's see. Last time deploy documentation took 6 minutes. It actually took longer after the cache thing. So let's make a new PR, or make a new merge, see what happens. Because it does not look like it impacted speed for me. But that's one of those, like, you kind of can't tell. Okay, did I already approve this, actually? Yeah, I did. Okay, squash, merge. Do we have any new? Oh my goodness, there's 3 new ones. Okay, just kidding. These are not important and review requested. I don't know what that one was. Let's look at these workflows running, but I'm about to cancel them again. Git reset. Because every time I also push to dev, it runs them again. Which it should, but... Okay. And let's build. Ooh, we should be on dev. Dev. Okay, dev does have German checked. Let's see, what does add vehicle look like now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, add vehicle. Has the change. Yeah, weird. Okay, so I just pushed to dev again, and that is going to cause some of these to cancel and then redo again. Or I can cancel this one manually. Cancel. So we go back, refresh. Yeah, and now deploy documentation is going again. Not what I would have expected to see, but let's see what happens. Let's cancel that one again. Because also in reality, we don't need to run it again. Because nothing changed. I'm gonna just cancel. Actually, I could... maybe I shouldn't have canceled the last one. I could have left it there just to see if it got faster. But oh well. Okay, nothing's running, right? Right? Okay, nothing is running. If we refresh this page... Oh, we do have a notification. And then we can view the documentation. If you go to the link right here that's in the repo, we can click here, and there we have our beautiful documentation, which just says more documentation to be added soon. But we do have all the models and classes and everything on this left here, which is nice. I might make, I don't want to make like a million issues of documentation, but I might make a couple as the app goes on. So like contributor was one that somebody did, I did make an issue to document because it's like a model that comes from the GitHub API. So this is super nice. You have the overview. And then you have all of the properties documented. And then what's cool is even clicking on the gravatar, because this is something that's not used anymore, but they specifically noted gravatar warning, it's been deprecated in 2014, which is super cool. But, oh, I had an issue to create for that. Was remove gravatar because nobody uses it anymore. But let's look at my notifications. What is there? It's probably actually the documentation, yeah. And then we refresh this, the little blue dot goes away. This one, I don't think they've updated. Oh no, request a review. Okay, so they did update this. No, they didn't. Yeah, there's new changes since I last viewed. Okay. Okay, so they did switch it to navigation destination. But of course, there are still conflicts with XC string. How many are there? There is 2. Okay, that doesn't look like a conflict. That must be some weird thing happened. And same thing. Okay. I'm gonna fix this then myself. Yeah, nothing is different between these two, right? I don't see anything different. Okay, that looks fine. And that one looks fine. Mark as resolved. Commit. Okay, let's check this out again and see what happens. So, this one is, there should be an error for when you add a vehicle and something happens, like some error is thrown, but GHPR checkout 82. And this was opened, when was this opened? 3 days ago. And a lot has changed since then. So I'm going to come back to this and just get rid of the new line because there shouldn't be one, because this is just an issue with merging. It happens. Localizable strings. Let's see. Failed to add vehicle. Makes sense. They also translated both of those to German. Look at this. My phone, you can barely see it, but my phone, all these notifications are just GitHub. And all the run succeeded and run failed jobs because I didn't curate these very well. Okay, there we go. I finally don't have any GitHub notifications. So many. So many. That has been my life right now, is GitHub notifications, which is funny. But does anybody know, anybody who has the GitHub application, like on their phone, if you get a GitHub notification, does it make a sound? Because on mine, it definitely does not. I even have sounds turned on, and I've never heard it actually make a sound. It only shows up in the badges. Let me look at that. Let's see, hang on. GitHub Mobile. Yeah, okay, so here is their website for GitHub Mobile. Is this on GitHub? Yeah, it is. GitHub.com/mobile. Okay, let's build from anywhere. Yeah, here's notification. So you can organize tasks with a swipe. I do this. This is my inbox, like every day at the moment. Collaborate from anywhere. Yo, I'm not merging any pull requests like on mobile. That's a little scary. But keep work moving, stay on top of projects, explore content, connect with communities. I can do that. I don't edit code. Oh, where's the repo to GitHub Mobile? Come on. Okay, here it is. So GitHub has a repo organization or something called community. Inside of this, you can then filter this by mobile. I know because I recently reported an issue. Oh man, lots of people have reported issues. There's mine way down here. It's only 2 days ago, and look how many things were reported. Thankfully, I don't get notifications like this. This would be insane. Introducing actions. What are actions? Find all your repository's workflow in a convenient place. Tapping on the new actions row. Repository now shows a list of all the repository's workflows. Is this an update? Have I downloaded this update? It's not in my updates. I will download those later. But that's cool. Okay, not what I was thinking. Oh, you can log into multiple GitHub accounts. That's cool. Okay, what was I talking about with GitHub? It was the... Oh, I don't remember. Oh my gosh. Lost my train of thought. Anybody else remember what I was talking about? Because I don't. What was I complaining about with GitHub Mobile? Oh, I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. It is early. Okay, we're still going through these. These are fine. That is fine. Ah, yes, they added comments to this. Refresh. Did they just change something like 5 seconds ago? Because that refresh button only shows if they just committed something. Maybe that was me. Maybe it was showing late. Okay. Go back here. We'll fix that. Repository, that is fine. Adds a new vehicle to Firestore. Okay, this, I know, if we open settings view model. Okay, maybe I'll come back to this. Let's do suggestion. I think if we do double and then do settings view model / vehicles array, I think that's what formats it super cool. So I'm gonna keep that there because I'm not 100% sure. So we have the do catch, more comments, and yeah, the big thing was changing this to use a navigation stack. So let's first run this before I continue looking through the rest of the PR, because I have looked at this one before. The suggestion feature is, let me look at another, so it looks like this. You can see, like, instead of this, I suggest you should do this. But let me show you on another PR what that actually ends up doing. If we look at a closed one. Oh, where did I do this on? Maybe this one. Yeah, here. So okay, I didn't want to show their development team. It's not actually secret, but I mean, I kind of already showed it, so you could see it, and anybody technically can see this. Where'd it go? I think I did it on this one. Nope, not on that one. Quick actions, where is it? Omar, I know I did this on yours. Okay, so suggestion feature, eventually, once I open one that I did this on. Oh my gosh, did I do this on any, or I just made a million comments? Okay, oh my gosh, I can't find one. But the suggestion feature basically is, if I do that on somebody's review, oh, right here, actually, oh my gosh, you can see it here. So if they are looking back at the PR, they can click this button that will say commit suggestion, and then it will directly commit the change that I suggest here, rather than them having to go do it on their local machine and then push. That's it. That's all I was gonna say, but I didn't realize the button did show up here. So let's see if this works. So it should be added error handling for adding a vehicle. So actually, I need to stop this project, settings, view, model, add vehicle. So instead of actually adding a vehicle, I need to throw an error. URL error dot bad response. So if I throw this error, that'll automatically make sure an error is thrown, and we can see if this works. Yeah, it is super cool and really nice for PR reviews. So if it's something small like that, if that, like in the this PR that I'm looking at, if that was the only change, then I would be able to do that, and then I would just commit it and like merge it, rather than having to wait for the other person to fix it and then merge that. Okay, so settings, let's see if this works. If we do add vehicle, if we try to type my car, I have a Ford truck. If we click add, there we go. Now we have an alert that shows up, that's good. Click OK. It doesn't dismiss. And doesn't show up here. Cool. So functionally, it looks like it works. Now let's actually go through more in depth and double check what all the code is that they wrote. So like here, the suggested feature is literally like, get rid of this line, which hopefully if I commit that, then it should get rid of that line break. So let's check that though. Yeah, so we can see option, hold that. Let me double check if we do my suggestion I had here. So right now, if we go to build documentation, and let's look at add vehicle. So we are in settings, view model. Oh no, why are there two? Oh, one's the widget extension. Interesting, okay. Settings, view model, add vehicle. So yeah, to the local vehicles array. So that's what that looks like. It just formats this as code, which is correct. But if we change this to be like that, and then do product, build again. Now it says local vehicles array. We can click on vehicles and see that vehicles is an instance property of settings view model. Yeah, that's what I'm going to suggest. Okay. Just want to double check that that works. So that one is good. Add vehicles, the vehicle object to be added. I would get rid of the word object. Throws an error if there's an issue. Adding vehicle to Firestore. Yep, that's right. They move this into here, which is correct. I commented that earlier. Fetches user's vehicle from Firestore based on their unique user ID. Yep. Deletes a vehicle from both Firestore and a local vehicles array. Is that right? I can't tell with the line breaks. Okay, that looks right. Parameter. Technically, ooh, yeah, look at this. See, so here, they use an apostrophe rather than using backticks, which happens. Did they do this on all of them? which one did I just click on? Vehicles array, delete vehicle. Okay, so I fixed this one, yeah. So they used apostrophes rather than backticks, which makes it so it doesn't format properly with the build documentation. Vehicle object, delete vehicle from Firestore. Technically, to make this more correct, we could also click or put this in backticks because it is a vehicle object. But that's okay. Dismiss. So that wouldn't be there. That makes sense. Add vehicle, show vehicle error. So a lot of these, we should probably actually move most of those into the view model. They did foreground style blue. Okay, navigation destination is presented. That is fine. Task. Okay, I can't see now that all the line breaks are like weird enough. I can't read it anymore. So let's go back to settings view. And look at this. So we start at line 105 up here. Navigation destination. Oh, that's weird. It should not be on here. This navigation destination should be on the form, not on the button. Is everything else fine? Yeah, okay. Okay, so if we put it on the form where I want them to put it, I would say put it before the alert. Okay, add a review comment. Okay, I made several suggestions. Destination. What else was the other thing I was gonna comment? When writing document. Okay, submit. So there we go. Let me also comment. Property in the how do we build documentation? It's product, build documentation. Okay, I'm gonna commit this one at least, so hopefully, hopefully they pull that and see. Okay, so that is the last PR. What are the other notifications? I think there are still documentation things. Okay, no. Let's see, what's this one? We don't need to delete the cache. It's automatically done on every job. However, for stored cache, can be deleted from the GitHub UI. How? Okay, so we commented on that one. Let's see. 2 more people have commented. Hey, Robert, you're gonna work on this one. Which one is this one? Good first issue. And first timers only. Robert, have you made a commit to this repo yet? Can't remember if you have or not yet. Wait. You have not. Okay. Because we have been talking, so I wasn't sure if you have or not yet. Because I save the first timers only issue only to people who are new to open source and have not yet made a contribution. Okay, you said no. There you go. So you can do that one. This is a cool one. It will be... Did I link to the documentation? Okay, I totally did not. Look up scaled metric. There's a tutorial on hacking with Swift on how to do that one. And bug. Deleting recent issue adds a vehicle leads to a fatal error. Oh, wait. I did know about this one. Who commented about this one? Is it the same person who opened it? Okay. Yeah, Johnstone, I did know about this issue. Actually, I knew about this issue. Somebody solved it on the add maintenance event. I think nobody yet saw it on the delete vehicles. Yes, the idea is not set. So, yeah. Very good, bug. I appreciate it. It's written very well. Do you want to do this issue? Question. If you're still here. If so, I will assign it to you. Otherwise, it's like you created an issue and somebody else can pick this one up. What was I complaining about GitHub Mobile? I was complaining about something. I don't remember what it was. That's funny. I'll have to watch my own live stream, be like, what was I complaining about? And be like, okay, now I can go file a bug. Ooh, build has... Oh no, we have a little X. Some checks not successful. Oh, because I haven't run the deployment documentation thing again. Let's go here. Rerun failed jobs. Ooh. Enable debug logging. Let's see what happens. Okay, my dev is up to date. Let's let's all sit here and just watch and wait for the workflow to finish. That may take a hot minute. Ooh, and now we have 22 contributors. Look at that. Hang on. Why does this number say 22 and that one says 21? Is this not updated? Refresh. Oh gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. If we go back. Oh, that's funny. This number hasn't updated, but it is updated over here. That's funny. Okay, don't have any notifications. Okay, we are good. The notification sounds. Okay, Ryan, thank you. I was like, what? I swear, I could not, like, completely lost my train of thought. Could not remember what I was complaining about. Thank you. Okay, I do want to file that because I do want to be notified. Like, I want to hear. I am that person who has sounds on their phone, and I want to hear the sound. Thank you. Here we go. Let's go back to... Okay, so I had filed something already. This additional debug info. Actually, I think I need to file this from my phone. Okay, I'm gonna do that. File this from my phone, which you all cannot see, but... because then that automatically fills some stuff in. Okay, where did I put the GitHub mobile app? Okay, GitHub mobile. Let's see, first let me search sound. Has anybody mentioned this before? Oh, that is so funny. So I'm looking at the GitHub, the discussions forum. I just looked up sound to also double check that nobody has filed the same issue twice, which I appreciate when people do that on my repo because it's so small, but not everybody does it on big repos like this. I looked at this, somebody mentioned custom notification sound, and I was like, oh, I'll upvote this too, and it's from 2 years ago. I went to like click the button. I have already upvoted this. And I think it still hasn't been implemented from 2 years ago. But okay. Here we go. I am going to file a new issue. Don't work. I don't hear. When a new GitHub notification comes in, I only see it as a banner and in the notification. What is that called on your home screen? Notification center? I don't hear a notification sound when I get a new GitHub notification. When it comes in, I only see a notification banner and a notification list. But still nothing. Okay. Submit. There we go. Made a new issue. Hopefully that means they will fix it. But we will see. Okay, one thing to look at. Are there any new ones? No, just kidding. There's nothing new. So I do have a Figma board for some of this UI. Like, somebody's working on onboarding and new app icons, so we've created a Figma for that. I haven't shared it yet anywhere. I'm gonna do that soon. But I'm not sure yet where I should put that. I think, oh no, I moved. Oh no, I moved something in OBS. Okay. Not sure where I'm gonna put that. I think I could put that in the README. I feel like this is a good README. I was trying to figure out how I could make this shorter, but I don't think there is a way to make this shorter. Look at all these stars, which is amazing. We have hit 100 stars now. Okay, what else was I gonna do? I was gonna do some work on this. That was kind of the whole point of this co-working stream. Let's see. I'm also actually going to drop... I'm gonna drop my Buy Me a Coffee link, so if anybody hasn't yet already, please like this video because I really only do live streams on my channel, and I have a new channel banner, so if you look at my actual channel, you should see it. But if you buy me a coffee while I'm on stream, it will show up over there on the live stream, which is always fun. Or if anybody has appreciated all the work that I've done on this. Okay, so what did I want to do? How long have I been streaming? It's been an hour and a half. What was I going to work on? I had some new issues I was going to write because y'all have been great, but you've been filling up all the issues that I've been writing. Oh my goodness. Like, there's only 6 open now. One new one that we know was created a second ago, but there's only 6 open right now, and I made like 10 of these last night, so 4 new ones have come in. Or 4 people have taken them. Let's see. What else was I going to do? I had some new issues I was going to write. And I really need to write... I need to write the security rules. And I was looking at remote config. I was thinking, what could I use GitHub remote config for? Fine-grained control over the app's appearance, meaning you can personalize the app for different users and rollback features. Oh, I got a... Also, I posted on Threads. I commented on GitHub projects. They had repost if you're an open sorcerer. I said, doing open sorcery on my Hacktoberfest project, and they liked my post. Aw. I need to comment more on Threads. I have not been so far. Do I follow this? I do follow them. Okay. Because I haven't been doing tons of Threads work lately. Or Threads viewings. Looking at things. Okay, what can I put behind remote config? What would be a good feature? Also, I'm thinking... I want to add a new tab and do some work on that one and have more work for people to do, but I haven't decided what that is yet. But before almost I do that, ooh. Let's see, what other Firebase products could I use? Let's see, we have Firestore. Real-time database. We don't actually need this, which is why I took it back out of the project. Firebase extensions. I think I'm going to end up using some of that. Ooh, app check. We should probably figure out how to use that. Cloud functions, authentication. I do need to figure out some authentication stuff. We are going to use storage. Will the vehicle you add on the app be associated with the event on the dashboard? Yes, that is something I need to do. Only like 2 people have noticed that I haven't done that yet. But yeah, that's one of the things I was actually going to work on this stream, but because I had so many notifications and PRs to get through, I haven't done it yet. And I only have 20 minutes left typically in my stream, because I typically only ever stream for 2 hours. That is something that I need to do that I haven't done yet. And part of the reason I haven't done that on stream is because I don't want anybody at the moment seeing the Firebase console that I see on my side. So I haven't done that yet. But yeah, that is actually a really big issue I need to do. And pretty much once that is done, and like 2 critical bugs are fixed, which one is this deleting. Oh, yeah, this, I need to look at this. This needs to be fixed on what is the reason behind this, why it doesn't show everything the first run. But look at this. If you go to delete this, swipe to delete, it's still there. But it actually is gone from Firebase. Yeah, that is super weird. It's actually gone from Firebase because it's not being deleted from the array. But that is an open issue. I maybe will comment on that to have the person fix it pretty soon, because it is really a one-line fix and they're probably busy. That's totally fine. But I do need to get that fixed, and I need to fix the bug that was just filed that John Stone pointed out about if you try to delete a vehicle right after adding it, it crashes. Once those are fixed, then I'm going to add a paywall, and I was going to add Revenue Cat into the project. So once those things are all in, then I can deploy it to the App Store. But yeah, in doing that, also, Rubber, I need to add the vehicles of the maintenance events need to be associated, because they currently are not. But yeah, that's something that needs to go in there. I just haven't done it yet, because I've been trying to keep up with all these issues. There's so many. I really wanted to try to use Firebase ML for something. Don't know what. I think that would be fun. Let's see, what's in release and monitor? Crashlytics. I could add some Crashlytics. I was going to add analytics. That was one thing I was going to look at. What else? What is an engage? Remote config, analytics, A/B testing, Crashlytics. Oh wait, where did analytics go? Is that in release and monitor? Okay, let's view the docs for analytics. How do we log an event? iOS. Oh yeah, here's the thing. Analytics is weird. Must be upgrade. Okay, we are good on that one. Recommended. Add the ad support framework to your project. Yeah. Because it's Google, it takes a hot minute to add some things because of the Swift UI life cycle and what they do, it's all weird. Okay, they did the app delegate way. Okay, and we can log something. Okay, we're probably gonna log something like this. Okay, we need to set that probably because I do not have ads in this. If you're tracking in-app purchases, you must initialize Transaction Observer in application did finish launching with options before initializing Firebase, or your observer may not receive all purchase notifications. Yeah, Firebase, I chose it because it's simple to get started with and get up and running, but it does have a lot of gotchas here and there. And as everybody knows, it is not the most privacy focused. But yeah, I need to go through this and read, make sure I have everything set up correctly. And then I'm gonna create an issue for somebody to add some analytics into the app. What else is running? Couple localizations. Oh, wait, do we have a new notification or is that just a leftover? This little dot is leftover sometimes. It like doesn't refresh. Okay, do we have one new one? We do. Okay, they tried, but there was some error about device large not being available. During research, you came up on that issue. Seems to be an issue related to GitHub Action itself, so moving Fastlane would be a better option. Using Fastlane. I need to look up Fastlane tutorials because I also have not used Fastlane, but I know several people that have and could help with this. Let's do using Fastlane. We don't really have to install anything. It's more about installing Fastlane package online. Okay. Done. Also, if anybody has not noticed as well, there's this thing called projects. You can click on the project, click on basic carb maintenance, and then you can see all the open issues like immediately here, which is kind of nice. And then you can also click first timers only and see the 2 now first timers only issues. Robert, you're on one of these, so I'm going to change that to in progress. So at the moment, there's only 1 first timer only issue, so I should make another. I haven't figured out what to do. And these, because they are now assigned, I'm going to switch all those to in progress. And now we are left with 5. Ooh, and look at that. Documentation deployed. How long did that take? 7 minutes. So I don't know if this cache has made a difference for me, because it is still taking about the same amount of time. Where was that closed PR? So we will see what happens on that. Anything else I can think of? Yeah, I have some revenue cat open. I need to go through that. I'm looking at implementing this, which is a roadmap in the app. So if anybody wants a new feature, it could be like a new tab in here. That may be something I do. We'll see. But yeah, Robert, I need to look at that about connecting those models together. I might go and work on that immediately, but I know like 3 issues it's going to affect, so I kind of want to wait until people finish those issues before I go and do that. But we'll see. I know one of them is going to be closed soon. What do you think, Cal? Oh, there we go. Look, 22 caught up. Contributors and then little number. That's so funny that that's out of date. Anybody else have any feature requests or issues you can think of? I've been trying to think of things to add, but I don't know. I just like have not been able to figure out. I have a whole tab that I want to create and add, but I'm not sure. Actually, hang on. I do know one really quick off the top of my head. And improve. Accessibilities. Yes, accessibility in what? I already have voiceover and voice control. Somebody's already looking at that. I just added a couple issues with dynamic type. Do you have any others you can think of? Oh, did I spell maintenance wrong? Maintenance. Jeez. To prevent typos, improve stringly typed large content viewer and custom accessibility actions. What would be the custom accessibility actions? Also, large content viewer Swift UI? I don't know what that is. Can adjust preferred type. There are 7 text sizes available. They can also have large. Does this happen by default? Not all UI scales by default. That's funny. I think if you have standard list swipe actions or context actions, an accessibility action should be covered. Yes, I am using the standard swipe. Map weather. Ooh, what is this? I've used voice control on my phone. It is so cool. Large content viewer and custom. I should turn on voiceover, but I do have somebody already looking at the voiceover stuff. So I believe they should be covering a lot of that at the moment. Okay, shows large content viewer. When would that show up? Long press? Maybe I just need to read the article? There's something related to colors. Yeah, there are accessible colors. I believe if you use the defaults, that should be covered. But at the moment, there's literally no colors in the app. So it kind of doesn't matter at the moment. Like, everything is default. In case, just the symbol image, we can customize what is shown in the viewer by providing a custom view for that. Yes. When is that shown? Oh, when the user long presses on the button, they'll be able to preview it in the large content viewer if they have one of the larger accessibilities turned on. Okay. Appears when you long press a tab and tab bar. Because those don't scale. Okay, let's see. If we're using the defaults, that should be covered. What was the issue I was writing? Okay, we first need to make this large accessibility. We long press on the tab. Okay, that's so cool. Okay, well, it's showing settings in this by default. What is the plus? Okay, so we could show a filter there. Have any others? Does it work for all buttons? Is that the goal? So we can also add notification extension to show content of an alert content from the lock screen. Wait, what do you mean by that? Okay, so the plus and the filter. What is this called? It's called large content viewer. Let me write that down. When you long press on a notification on the lock screen. Oh, okay. You're talking about the issue that I had assigned you? Yes. I'm not gonna do any notifications at the moment for that. And technically, I believe that's against App Store guidelines for pushing any kind of promotion in the notifications, but I do know of apps that do that. So I don't want to implement like notifications because that has to also go with backend notifications and like seeing how it works with Firebase. So I'm not going to do that at the moment as an actual notification. It should just be an in-app notification, Omar. If you switch to using a label for buttons instead of just SF symbols, you get a large content viewer compatibility for free. Yeah, and I've heard accessibility-wise that's better. But I really like buttons, and as long as it's a button that has the right, what do you call those? Accessibility, it's not the label, I don't think. Or maybe it is the accessible label. As long as that's on properly, it should still work just with the buttons. How am I able to view the canvas? It does not load for you. Let's see. I don't ever use the canvas. So, Timothy, what is the error that you're getting? Because this is one of those things where it works on my machine. Maybe the canvas is it works on my machine, but sometimes it doesn't work on other people's because this is my project and it's set up for me. And the simulator, so the simulator you should definitely be able to use. If you go through all the README instructions and the contributing, that should give you all the instructions. Oh gosh, apparently I can't view the can't view the canvas. It just crashed. Well, that's funny. Okay. Why is that a... Weird. I'm pretty sure I already committed this. Okay, let's see. I was previously able to view... I definitely can do the simulator. That's the error you get. Okay, well, if the canvas is crashing, that seems like an Xcode bug. Let's build this. Actually, I was gonna clean and build and I forgot. So, okay, build succeeded, but let's clean. Okay, clean, now build again. Let's see. Well, if the preview is crashing, that's one thing. The simulator should run. What error are you getting for running on the simulator? Okay, let's see the preview. If the preview is crashing, I believe this is probably an Xcode bug, honestly. Because it definitely was working. Or it could be the fact that this uses Firebase, and Firebase just struggles with the preview. Yeah, the preview crashed again. Okay. What does that say? I am guessing the preview is crashing because of... Oh no, it's still crashing. Interesting. Okay, apparently the previews don't work. Did not know this. The simulator should work though. Try to launch the simulator, see what happens. Hey Vadim, nice new glass for water. Yes, this is my Hacktoberfest mug that I got when I was in Munich earlier, like a couple weeks ago. So I thought it was fitting to use for Hacktoberfest because it's also named Oktoberfest after Oktoberfest, most likely. I was trying to find the origin of that, but I couldn't. But I'm guessing that's where it comes from. But there's a lot of like fest things that happen in the fall, basically. So it looks like the previews definitely crash. I feel like that's a Xcode thing though. But I don't know. Let's see. But Timothy, let me know on the preview. Otherwise, anybody have any other, while I finish typing out this issue, have any other feature suggestions I should add into the app? Because I've been looking to add things because you all are completing them so quickly, but also just assigning so many issues. I don't know what to do. There's so many. Okay, we're with an enum turfant. So we are gonna call this enum. I want to call it Firebase Collection. So it would be enum. Actually, I'm gonna make this here and then copy it because this has enum Firebase Collection, and then it has an it doesn't even need an associated value, I don't think. What am I calling this? Static let maintain. Oh my gosh, I hate the word maintenance. I literally can't remember how to spell this half the time. And I don't like the word vehicle either. So like the two main words used in this app are so annoying to have to type. Maintenance events is going to be copying maintenance events. Vehicles is V-E-H-I-C-L vehicles. There we go. Create an enum Firebase collection as shown and use it where needed. Place the stringly type maintenance event. Replace the two. Okay, so replace enum Firebase collection as shown where needed. In A, and then this is an improvement. This is a first timers only issue. So if you've not contributed to the project, this would be the way to get started. Submit new issue. There we go. One more issue is up. I have a new notification. What's the notification? Talking about the SPM. I'm just gonna take a look at it. Time saving as soon as I saw from my repo. It's not critical, so it's fine if... Okay, done on that. Done and done. And... just had to go on an errand. You'll let you know once. Okay, yeah. Let me know. DM me on social media anywhere. And remind me if your name is different on social media. Let me know what your name is, and I'll remember. Because yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes. What ideas have I had for widgets, both home and lock screen? Hey, oh my gosh, I can't remember how to pronounce your name. It's because I'm trying to think. Is it George? It's not Giorgio, is it? Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember. Thank you for finally tuning in. I'm so sorry, I'm about to also end the stream. But, okay, it is Giorgio. Okay. I couldn't remember if that was correct or not. But yes, okay. I'm about to end the stream, but we're still figuring out some last minute issues to add to the repo for ideas that you all have, because I've been trying to add some. But lock screen widgets and home screen widgets. Ooh, who's doing this one? Okay, hey, for this issue, you want a filter tab that lets you alphabetize lists or the list contributors. Hang on, I need to read this again. Going back to this first. home screen widgets and lock screen widgets, I'm just at the moment going to do the number that you have available. So first, Robert had mentioned as well, I need to connect the maintenance events to the vehicles. That is step 1. Step 2 is then once that connection is made, then then people can work on the widgets, because there's already like 3 widgets out there, the small, medium, large, that have already been assigned. People just kind of haven't had the chance to start on them yet. But what's going to be unfortunate is because widget code overlaps a lot, and really it can be written once and be done everywhere, it's going to conflict a lot. But that is kind of an issue that all of you as contributors / participants get to figure out how to do, because I can't solve all of them. So it's kind of going to be whoever finishes the widget task first, and you can see in there who's assigned to those. But those at the moment for home screen, lock screen. We already have quick actions written for quickly opening the, what do you call that? The add vehicle and add maintenance event. So those are already done. Ooh, I was planning on releasing this app like soon, like within a day or so. But actually, thinking of that, I'm gonna have to code something for the paywall that I'm gonna show at those points in time too. But those are the thoughts on the home screen and lock screen widgets at the moment, are really just numbers of things. Eventually, this app definitely can get into more of more stuff that it does, but we will see. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have to code around some stuff that I know exists for the paywall things, like for it to really be like finished and wrapped up. I maybe then am going to actually wait until the end of October to release the first version. I was going to try to release it like before Hacktoberfest started. I ended up not doing that, so I was trying to do it within this first week, which we could still call it the first week, it's Monday, but it'll just kind of depend. But now that I'm thinking about it and thinking of more things that are going to need to happen, I'm probably going to have to wait until after Hacktoberfest, or after like several issues are completed, then I'll be able to do it. So we will see. So that just goes back to, we'll see when it gets released. It's gonna happen at the end of October, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it by the end of October, because I wanted to put everybody who worked on this project, I want to put this as an app on the App Store. So if you worked on it, you can take this to an employer and say, hey, I worked on this feature, because I think that would be super cool to be able to do. And yeah, end of October sounds like a good goal. It's my first goal was to do it before Hacktoberfest, because I didn't hit that. I was trying to do it within this first week. And we almost have all the features that I could do that. There's like 2 floating around that need to be solved before it could go to the App Store. Plus, I have like a couple things I needed to do. But thinking now, something with quick actions. I'll write that down before I forget. Quick actions. I will then need to code something around that for showing the paywall. So we will see. This is what's going to happen. But definitely end of October, this project will be on the App Store, like once Hacktoberfest finishes up. And if anybody wants to continue working on it, they totally can. But I imagine a lot of PRs will stop. Hopefully, honestly. Everyone's more than welcome to continue contributing to it. That's totally fine. But it's a lot of, what do you call that? A lot of, yeah, contributions are going to stop. Am I going to use Revenue Cat? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going to use Revenue Cat, and it's going to have a monthly and yearly subscription, is the idea at the moment. you do it automatically. Technically, it. Wow, I can't type. It could be 2. Where is what number I was looking for? Contributor contributions. Oh, the contribution number that comes back now. Do you want to filter that you advertise the list? Is for this repo only. Oh my goodness. I answered one thing and 2 more notifications came in. That's so funny. Okay, that's correct. Fastlane also have Fastlane integrated in the GitHub action. Free to DM me on okay, DM me on social media. This is a URL to my website. If you need me to do something specific with the repo, set up if needed, comment. I always wonder how do people hear about my live streams? Do you follow me on YouTube or is it on social media? Because I wonder, like, the people who you see right now, who I'm actively talking to on GitHub, do they realize I'm live on YouTube right now? Like, are they in the chat? So that, like, even some of the questions that they're asking here, they could also ask on chat. I kind of wonder. Since I started a check, don't mind updating it. I'll just say whoops. Okay, so I just assigned 1 more issue. That means how many are left assigned to nobody? 6. Okay. How many are first timer only? There's 1, 2. Okay, there's 2 first timer onlys. I'm gonna actually make this a first timer only issue. Is this a bug? This is a first timer only. Help wanted. Okay. There we go. It's got all the things on it. You saw it on Twitter. Okay. I'm always curious to know about like where people actually see the live stream, because for one, it helps me know where people can then, you know, be notified about it. Do we have any open non-first timer only issues? Yes, there are. There are assigned to nobody. Maybe I should have changed this because maybe it is kind of confusing that there's 2 of them. But good first issue means it's for anybody to work on, but it's a good issue for a beginner. I separate that in first timer only as this is an issue that should only be reserved for somebody who is brand new to iOS or to open source. So you can like all of these are good first issues because they're all simple, as in they're pretty straightforward and like a small PR. But yeah, you could take, if you want to update any localizations, if you have any other new language or updating a language. Oh wow, all of these are actually not really big things. The GitHub running actions for code coverage. You could try that one and figure it out. I don't know, actually, I feel like that's not a good first issue. I'm gonna take that one off. It's kind of a bigger thing. Assigned to nobody. Yeah, see, and then the rest of these. Localization, if you can't do localization, can't as in don't know another language, there's not any left. Oh man, that means I need to make more issues. Okay, Timothy, you follow me on X and get notifications there. I still have never called it X in my life, except for that one time I just said it. I still call it Twitter. I can't call it X. I would say, yeah, there's no other issues that are not first time only. If you don't want to do the code coverage, which is totally fine. That was something somebody else suggested. I need to make more issues then again. What other issues did I have? Hang on, let me check my list of things, and I can think of one right now. Giorgio, if you want to do it. I would say give me a couple hours. I will make a new issue. We were talking about using large content viewer, which is down here. So this large content viewer, this is a thing I want to do over here. So when you click first, actually, hang on, let me run it attached to the simulator. But yeah, give me a couple hours or so, because I don't think I'm going to do this immediately. I can't believe all the issues are taken. That's insane. That's so crazy. Okay, so large content viewers, if we open this, change accessibility, so it's the really big accessibility font. If you long press on this, it shows the little plus. If you long press on the filter, it shows the filter. You long press on the tabs, it shows that. That is something that is the next bug, is making this large content viewer also say the word like add vehicle or add maintenance by long pressing on those buttons. So that will be the next thing I work on, or the next issue I create. Don't stress too much about it. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, you're that person on Git. I think I knew that because you tweeted about which task you were working on, and I was like, I think this is my repo. You did error handling that took forever because it conflicted with the sheet. Yes, it did. I remember that now. Okay. Yeah, somebody just, that's the one PR that's up right now, is doing that same thing, but for the add vehicle. And that's why I'm looking at making a new tab. But I might first connect the models, make that new tab, do the adding, and then have everybody else do the update and delete. The hard part with that is so much so that all of the code just conflicts because it's all focused on the exact same thing. But if anybody knows any other features, please DM me, because this app has a lot of, this app does not have a lot of parts to it at the moment, and because of that, it's kind of like, I can make it do a lot of different things, but also it's like, should it do all these different things? It's kind of, I don't want it to be like super messy completely, but it's kind of, there's just a lot, or so many people working on issues when there's not a lot of code itself that's all separated. Like all of these issues, all of the ones that have been assigned, feature, once I get the widgets in, that's not too bad. Yeah, everything else is like smaller side kind of things. They're not really giant like app functionality things, but like app functionality wise, unless there's like very different parts of the app, too many people can't be working on it at the same time, because it'll just be like what you face where people are conflicting like all the time. And then that's like, it's no fun to have to update your branch like so many times. And I try not to make people do that too much. It just depends on how big the conflict is and how big their PR kind of is. But yeah, so that will be the end of this stream. So mainly we just did some co-working. You gotta watch me, what it looks like when I have to go through notifications like every day at the moment. There's like, what, went through like probably 15 or so at the end. But that is what it looks like working on Hacktoberfest as a maintainer at the moment. I'm going to close out this stream. I'm most likely going to be streaming again on Friday in the morning. I haven't scheduled that yet, but that will be what happens. RTL localization. What is RTL? But that will be the end of this stream. I will be, continuing. Follow me on social media and follow this GitHub project, like go start or something, and then you can get updates. You can click this watch button and get notified of whatever custom things you want to be notified of. And do that, and then that'll be the way to keep updated with everything else. So thank you for everybody for joining, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye. And then last thing, Omar, right to left languages. Yes, that still just kind of goes with localization. Anybody can add whatever language they know and localize it in that way. It's just up for grabs. Whatever language anybody wants to localize it, they are more than welcome to do that. And that's just covered in the localization task. I could separate that, like as in put it in the README being like localization, like available or open pretty much all the time. I can do that, but we'll see. But yeah, again, thank you again to everybody for joining, and I will see you in the next stream, most likely going to be on Friday, but I might stream throughout the week. It kind of just depends on what I feel like doing. But thanks again. Bye.